Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. This is your March 18th asynchronous uh, module presentation. Sorry. All right, so our agenda today, we're going to continue our discussion about disability in media. We had a great discussion on Tuesday about like portrayal of folks with disabilities in films, movies, TV. So we're going to continue that just a bit. Some framing questions to think of. Looking at the different types of character tropes discussed by Longmore. What does he mean by this, and what connection to previous discussions can you make as you listen? And does the media reflect societal views, or are societal views reflected in the media? Deep, deep thought there. All right, so Malevolence, a deeper look in class connections. So you see the Darth Vader there. Malevolence means, like bad, mean, the criminal connections to deviance. So we likely talked some about this on Tuesday, but the hostile fantasies of others played out by disabled characters, not feeling fear or guilt in watching this. Something to think about. And then the monster, which you see a monster portrayal down at the bottom picture. Frankenstein is a good example. Someone who's had an altered brain or of some sort. He plays the monster character, or the Hunchback character in the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So, like a physical deformity, some sort of stigma, and this person is portrayed in media as like less than human, right? They've lost their self-control, they're out of control, they're scary, they're a monster, and often the only solution is to kill this character in the movie. And they're ostracized, at times. Even like Beauty and the Beast just came to mind. Like at times, like this beast or monster character is like, we see a little bit of their like kind side, and like, oh, they're human, and we see them feeling lonely and sad because they've been ostracized and they live alone. So it kind of changes how we feel about that character. But then, their extreme behavior, their malevolence or monster behavior kind of justifies their separation from the community. So, these sorts of films sort of play on both of our human sides of like seeing that it's justified that, this is a monster, truly, but also, making us feel sad for that monster as well. Maladjusted, so, somebody who just can't get it together. The non-disabled characters typically have to help this person or this character adjust to life. We see a victim trope. Victim plays on pity and powerlessness. Um, the sentimental portrayal. So like the telethons, which we sort of talked about earlier in the semester with that Honk If You Hate Telethons article, basically really plays on the medical model of like seeing this person as someone who needs to be fixed. And then you have the super crypt trope, which we've talked a bit about this semester as well, where this person has superpowers almost because they're just so amazing. Dustin Hoffman is kind of portrayed as the super crypt person with autism in, oh gosh, now I'm forgetting the name of that movie. But anyway, his picture is there. And, triumph over tragedy, they're seen as like a hero for some reason. And very, very often, these folks with disabilities are portrayed in media and TV as non-sexual, non-lovable. You don't really see them as having like a romantic life at all, which plays into a lot of what we've talked this semester about, like the sexualization or non-sexualization of, media and our social world, seeing them as not sexual at all. All right, so that was just wrapping up a few more things about disabled folks portrayed in the media and TV. Next week, that should say the topic's going to be social media. We're going to dive into social media and online platforms and how those areas of the internet have served folks with disabilities or not, and we'll dive into that. So if you will read a few posts on the Holler website, which is listed on in the asynchronous module for you. You have Being Human questions due for chapters 10 and 11. You have another discussion board post, number 7 is due on the 23rd, which is next Tuesday. And then next Thursday on the 25th is your final paper outline. So be sure you're working on that. Have a great week.